Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'll show you three different types of beetroots and how we can paint it using watercolor. So with the help of pencil, let's draw the basic guideline. So first one is the most common beetroot, the dark red one. So you can create a round shape and then you can have a tail at the bottom and a rustic structure towards the upward direction from where you can see the leaf stem are going. So I'm not creating leaf, but you can create stem kind of pattern and then the tail like this is the root of the beetroot. So definitely these things you can define by your own, so you can definitely do little modification as per your choice and as per your need. Now we are also going to see how it will look from inside. So we can create a slice of beetroot, you can say. So for that I'm creating a round shape. Now let's rub all the unwanted pencil mark. We are still able to see the basic guideline. So that is something you need to see. So rub it accordingly. Now let's start with the watercolor. I'm keeping my palette this side. Now with the help of cobalt blue color, you can create a shape of beetroot. So wherever I need little darker color, on that particular area I'm adding this blue color. You can definitely do all these things with the help of red color directly, but you will see little depth into your watercolor when you create something like this. So whenever you need to create a shadow or darker color, you can use opposite color of that particular color that you are going to use. So green is the opposite of red, so instead of blue you can use green color as well, but I'm using blue color. Now I'm going around one side of the beetroot using this blue color and at the top of the beetroot as well, and then you can blend it using clean water. So we don't need any hard edges, so wherever you need the little darker color you can have this blue color. And same thing I'm doing this in the slice as well, so you can create a spiral shape like this with the help of blue color itself. Now with the help of red color, so I'm using red color directly. My palette is too dirty, so don't do this. Keep your palette clean. Now with the help of red color you just need to go around the beetroot area. My blue color is still wet, but it is fine because anyways we are blending these two color, and you will get little different result if you let it dry for some time or if you use red color directly on the wet sheet. So you can try both the technique. So for this particular one I'm not waiting until it gets dried. I'm using red color. So wherein we have blue color you will see the dark patch, and wherein we don't have blue color you can see the vibrant red color. So that is why we have used blue color for the first layer. Now just apply the red color. You can have fine negative space at one side of the beetroot to get little shiny area, so that is something you can do. Rest you need to add red color, a layer of red color around your beetroot area. Do the same thing for this particular structure as well. Now you can see the pattern of spiral is already you have because of blue color, so that is why we have created it. So just apply red color nicely in this particular area, and that's all you needed, and you will automatically see all the pattern that you needed for a slice of beetroot. Now I am making it more vibrant, so I'm adding one more layer, and if you want you can have the spiral structure with the help of blue color again, the second layer you can say, but do it on the wet sheet. So because of red color my sheet is wet. Now I am applying this blue color in a spiral form, and that's it. So leave it. This one is completed. Now let's complete the main beetroot. So apply a layer of red color again to make it more red and vibrant. We need it on the darker side, so that's why we are adding layers of red into it. And then with the help of dry brush, you can just lift color from that particular shiny area and you will get a patch of white kind of area. So that is something we have done purposefully. Now you can add more red, more blue until you're satisfied. You can add colors into it to make it more darker, and you can also define little pattern as well. So I think this much is enough. We are done with the beetroot. Nice color. Now in the upward area from where we see the leaf, a part of leaf is still visible. So create that with the help of same color. And then you can have outline of these structure with the help of darker color. So I'm using blue color to make it more visible. And we are done with the first one. Now for the second one, the structure is little different but almost similar. So this time I'm creating little longer beetroot. So instead of round shape, you can have little longer and oval kind of shape. And the rest of the structure is same. The tail or the root is same. The leaf part is also same, and the slice of the beetroot is also same. So just create a basic guideline, rub all the unwanted pencil mark. And this beetroot is golden beetroot. So we are going to paint it using orange and yellow and red kind of color. So let's start. So with the help of lemon yellow color, I am creating a patch of lemon yellow at the top of the beetroot, at the upper section of the beetroot. And then blend it using clean water. So you will get a little darker color at the top and lighter color towards the body of the beetroot. And likewise you can fill the whole area. In some area you can see little darker color of yellow. In some area you will see little lighter color. Totally fine. Now once done with the yellow color, you can see I have also created a fine negative space at one side of the beetroot. So that is something you can definitely do. My shade is quite wet, as you can see, because I have applied yellow color, a layer of yellow color, and I have also blended using clean water. So my sheet is quite wet. So let it dry for a while. Meanwhile, we can paint this one with the help of same color. So just have the lemon yellow color in this particular slice, fill it thoroughly and make it little wet as well. And then with the help of orange color we are going to finish. So I'm using orange color. I have added little red to make it more vibrant, and I'm creating some patterns like this with this particular color. You can have little patches around in between the beetroot as well, but I don't want to hide the yellow color. So keep creating something like this. Make sure you are not hiding the yellow part, because this one is the golden beetroot, so yellow color is important. But we can also have a little vibrant orange and red color as well. In between you can have a little bit of red as well. Now I'm adding red color, so in between I'm just creating a little hint of red and blending it with the help of orange color. So do it until you're satisfied. You can have your own pattern, you can have your own patches of orange and red. This is not the rule, but this is a way of creating something like this. But you can definitely have your own version of these things. and I'm quite satisfied with the structure. You can lift little bit of color from one side of the beetroot to get little shiny area, and you can create some patterns like these and just blend it properly so that you can not have any hard edges. And then with the help of yellow color you can create the leaf part, the stem of the leaf. So I'm creating the yellow color, then with the help of green color I'm going to outline it. So basically this particular area is more of a light green kind of color. In the slice itself, it is quite dry now, so I'm wetting it again with the help of clean water. With the help of red orange color you can create a spiral kind of pattern. Because the area is wet, it will gonna spread a little bit, make it little lighter, which is needed, and you can see a bit of pattern which is important. So something like this you can do for this. And we are done with second beetroot as well, and as you can see, quite similar and easy. So both are similar but having different color, that's the only difference. And now let's move to the next one. Next one have similar structure, so I have already created it like we did for the second one. Rub all the unwanted pencil mark, and then we are going to start with the watercolor, and this one is the white beetroot. So this could be a little tricky if you are new to watercolor, otherwise this one is the simplest one to do. So with the help of clean water, just wetten the beetroot area. You can tilt your sheet just to check whether you have ample amount of water into it. If you see a patch of water, then you need to fix it. Otherwise you can have a nice shiny area. Now I'm using light green color and I'm going around the top of the beetroot. Because the area is wet, it will gonna spread automatically, so you will not see hard edges for sure, but we don't want to overpower this green color. We need little hint of this green, but we don't want to overpower it. So with the help of clean water, just blend the edge and try to blend the in between patches as well. So we are seeing the green patches in between, but not too heavy. So make it little lighter and you will automatically see a white beetroot. You can lighten the green area, blending it more with the help of water and lifting some color as well. Now with the help of brown color, so you can mix all the three primary color to have a nice brown color, or you can directly use from the palette. You can create some brown patches in between. So these things again is not a rule. You can have your own patches as per your choice, or you don't like to have something like this, just avoid it and make it clear white. That is also fine. Now brown color I'm adding a little bit on the top of the beetroot as well. Now we need to do the same thing for the slice as well. So apply clean water, a layer of clean water, and then with the help of light gray color you can create a spiral. So just create a round shape. This one is on the white side itself, but we cannot create white over the white sheet, so we need a little color, so that is why we are using gray color. Now with the help of dry brush, just try to lift color in a spiral form itself, make it little on the lighter side, and you can have a nice slice like this. You can outline it with the help of darker brown or with the help of light green color if needed, and that's it. We are done with all the three beetroots for today's video. Please do let me know if you have any kind of feedback for me, and thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video.